Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Down. Armstrong. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. There's a party now. 58, boys, 58.
Now back to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. Time to end it. 66, pull it, now. Pull it together.
Second and 11. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time to the tailback, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 12 yards there, good for his Saints' 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's got Smith here. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their 1st sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. On the return is Pettis. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Jackson, and that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On first down, it's Armstrong. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on first down. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, get in the way.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints get a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays.
They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Five-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball. Deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll run. This is Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Saints.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mike 58. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 58. Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Armstrong. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, right over there. Right over there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Up. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jackson going to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
58 to Mike. Time to go, 9-9. 58 to Mike, 58.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson gets this one left side to Pettis. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
They're leading here in the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. 58, right over there. Yeah.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Completes it to Aguilar. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get ready. Set, ready. Put the flag. Let him know. Kill. 50 wants the mic. 50. Yeah. You want this? Come on. 51, Mike, 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming quick. Guys,
that one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. That'll be taken in the end zone.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being